Hello folks, it's me, Steve here. Got a package come through yesterday from Greg the Egg, but better known as Blackmore Rules. I'm just going to show you it quickly. That's it there, and that's the bottom bit. So I'm not going to show you any more for obvious reasons. I don't want to show any addresses. But if you haven't discovered Greg's channel, please check it out. It's one of the funniest channels on YouTube. It has the tears rolling down my face. It's so funny. And what I like about Greg's channel, it does half cheer me up as well, especially when you've got a journey to do. Because anybody knows British train system is not the best in the world. And it just sort of sets you up for the week, watching one of Greg's videos. And they're just so funny. On a serious note, they're also, the music he reviews and he holds up is just out of this world. It's amazing. And Greg has introduced me to a lot of new artists that I would never have discovered before, or a lot of CDs by my favourite artists that I would never even thought of discovering for myself. And it's just amazing. Plus he has the most amazing dog called Mr. Finnegan as well. And it's just an amazing channel. Please check it out. So I'm just going without further ado. I have slit it, Greg. But please, on my word of honour, I don't know what's in it. I haven't got that far. I've done this cutting bit offline because the knives he use are not designed for cutting packages. They're designed for cutting t-shirt vinyl, and they're quite dangerous. One slip and it could mean a hospital job. That's why I do the cutting off air, because I don't want to risk an accident. Me watching the camera and not concentrating what I'm doing and having a bad accident. So the parcel's been cut, but it hasn't been looked into yet. So let's, without further ado. Oh man, yeah, got some t-shirt action. Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, just turning it inside out. Oh man, I can see it already. This is unbelievable. Rolling Stones sweat top. Oh, out of this world. Absolutely chuffed to bits. Yeah, the Rolling Stones, the best rock and roll band in the world, Greg. Apart from Deep Purple. I'm so chuffed, man. I'm nearly crying already. I just can't believe it. And oh, it's just out of this world. But yeah, it's the best band. Just absolutely amazing. Oh wow, I'm so chuffed already. Yeah, I'm gonna stick that there. Sorry about this. Oh yeah, I'm just doing a CD at the moment. This is a band, Aviator Shield. Greg was sending me a lot of video films because Greg and myself, we send each other a lot of videos via email. And this is a band that Greg's introduced me to. I don't know much about them, but they're a Canadian outfit. And yeah, they're just brilliant. Really like them. And that's another record as well. Great cover. Absolutely amazing, that one is. And wow, just looks amazing. But that's the flip side as well. But that's the track listing as well. But this is a great band from Canada. I have listened to some of their tracks. Really good. But yeah, check them out if you haven't already checked them out. They're awesome. I'm just pulling stuff out random. The next one is a band called the Headpins. I've heard of them, but it's an album I haven't got. And again, I can't. The last one Greg sent me, I haven't stopped playing it. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh wow, really chuffed. Yeah, great. I think I'm sure they're Canadian. I'm pretty sure I don't know they're Canadian, but that's the booklet. Some great booklet action. Yeah, just truly amazing. If you have another band to discover as well. And yeah, talking about new bands, Greg, I've just discovered a new band called Stampede. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're from the UK, from London, but check them out, man. But yeah, I'm so chuffed at the moment. But oh wow, another band I've heard of, Helix, one of my favourite. This is probably well, I won't say my favourite band from Canada, they're pretty close. But this is, I know who Helix are, just amazing Canadian rock, hard rock, or whatever genre you want to put them into band. I've got quite a few of their bits and pieces on vinyl and CD, but I haven't got this one. Amazingly, thanks again, Greg. That's brilliant, fantastic. Oh well, got a Metallica interview disc here. Oh, another band. This is an important band for me because I used to love this band back in the day with Slayer. They were my two favourite bands, and there was also Iron Maiden. But yeah, it's just out of this world. Oh, can't wait to listen to this. Absolutely amazing, brilliant. Oh, this is one of my own heart. Deep Purple, NEC, 1993. A live album, and it's recorded at the NEC Birmingham. That's just literally about 30 miles away, just up the road from me. And oh wow, can't believe this one. But Deep Purple, absolutely love them. And I know Cloudy says he can't stand the organs, but I've always been a massive fan of Purple since the 70s, and they were just, to me, absolutely awesome. You got Richie Blackmore, but it's a bit controversial. But I do like David Coverdale when he was with them as well. I thought he was very, very good. But an interesting fact, I don't know if you know, but I'll tell you. The NEC Birmingham, can anybody tell me the first band to ever play there? And I'll give you I'll tell you at the end of the video. Well, I better tell you now in case I forget. Well, Queen. With all this film lot with Queen were the first band to ever play at the NEC in Birmingham. But it's a world famous concert venue now. Every band... it's just funny actually. I've just got an email from Greg as well. I haven't read it, Greg. I've just made this film and all my emails come up the bottom left hand corner, and I've just got an email from Greg as I was recording this. What's the chance of that happening, eh folks? But I'll carry on anyway. But yeah, this is Deep Purple, NEC 93. But a bit of useless information. Another famous band that performed there was Black Sabbath at the end. Anybody is anybody. I think Iron Maiden performed there on the first time they were doing the Can I Play With Madness. I've forgotten the album, but that was their first time there. And I nearly went to see them, but something came up and I had to abort the mission. But I saw Iron Maiden. Yes, I have been. I saw Iron Maiden there. I've actually been there. I saw Iron Maiden there. I can't remember which tour. It was a long time ago. But I've seen Iron Maiden there. But oh, that's a great, absolutely great. Oh, another one. One of my favourite artists, the sensational Alexander Harvey or Alec Harvey band. I haven't got this one either. Absolutely amazing guy. And I'm a massive Alex Harvey fan. When they go on about 70s British rock, this band, Alex Harvey, doesn't get enough mentions to me. They go on about Sabbath, they go on about all the other British bands like Nazareth, Sabbath and them sort of bands, but you never hear about Alex Harvey. Sadly, he died in Zeebrugge in 1980-81. His career was cut short. He died of a heart attack, if my memory serves me right. But this is another great, one of my favourite bands of all time. Definitely in the top 5. Their huge hit was a song called Delilah, and it was done tongue-in-cheek. But if you go back, some of their stuff was just mind-blowingly good. Well, most of their stuff was mind-blowingly good. But I'm well made up with this, Greg. It's right, I'm nearly in tears. I'm trying not to cry wearing glasses. But no, I'm just so shocked, man. I'm shaking already. Except Blind Rage. Oh man, another one of my favourite bands as well. German band, and this is not Udo. This is the American singer. I think he was an American singer, but another brilliant CD in the collection. Can't beat. Except I've been a fan of theirs since the beginning. I think I bought the first record it must have been in the early 80s. But they were very highly influential in heavy metal as well, especially with old Udo. But I've been a fan of theirs since forever. And they also, I think, introduced me to German metal, which is one of my favourite genres. That's why I've got so much of it in the collection, like bands like Teutonic Thrash bands like Tankard, Creator, Blind Guardian, anything German I'm really a big fan of. It's just amazing. I'm well shocked here, Greg, so I'm shaking like a leaf. What's this? Oh man, oh, it's amazing. So I've just seen the logo of these. Another Rolling Stones. Andy Warhol did that logo, and it's probably one of the most unmistakable logos in rock and roll history. And there you go. It's just out this world, man. I'm shaking like a leaf. Oh wow. And it's got the Canadian flag as well. Oh, absolutely amazing. Yeah. I could talk about the Stones all day, but I've been a fan of theirs since the 70s. It was another one of the first bands I discovered. My cousin bought a Rolling Stones record home. It was called Roll Gold. And but before that, I was always a massive fan. But I can't remember when I heard Roll Gold, but when that came out, that was me. I was blown away. I'm just shaking like a leaf here. Absolutely shaking. Oh well, it's alright. Greg knows how to pack his t-shirts. Always turn them inside out. Don't know what's on the front of here. Oh, it's Mr. It's a dog with a hot dog. Oh man, yeah. It's just amazing. It looks like a dog with a hot dog. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so amazing. Yeah, it's Mr. Finnegan. Oh wow. Wow, just so made up. Yeah, just amazing, mate. Just so shocked. Out of this world. Got a book here. Oh, it's Glen Matlock. I was a teen Sex Pistol. Can't wait to read that. I'm going to tell you a story, Greg. And I was actually at a Sex Pistols gig. Unfortunately, I was only 11 or 12 years old, and it was in London. I believe it was the Richmond gig. I may be wrong, but we was coming back from my auntie's, and we used to live Lincolnshire at the time, and we used to drive in them days. And my dad sometimes we used to circumnavigate London, and for some reason I think he may have got lost, but we ended up in London. And the whole traffic stopped, and all I remember is seeing guys with green hair and spikes, and you know, it was like hundreds and hundreds of punks there, and you know, it was the Sex Pistols were actually performing at a venue. I don't know which one, and they literally stopped all the traffic. And I remember all the news in the newspapers. Obviously, God Save the Queen, and I've also got the album next door, The Great Rock and Roll Swindle. What they did with Malcolm McLaren. But I think the gig I saw was world famous because it was when Sid Vicious put his missus Nancy Sprungen, or whatever her name was, I think he put her head through a mirror, or he assaulted her, physically hit her or something. But I was actually there, and it was just out of this world. And you know, I'll never forget it, but it was just like hundreds and hundreds of punks stopping the traffic. They didn't care where they were going, and it was great being part of rock and roll history. But I was actually outside a Sex Pistols gig. But yeah, I can't wait to read this book, because I love reading the ones about London, because I know a lot of the places where they're talking about. So I get more out of it, obviously coming from near there. And oh man. There's a 7-inch single in there as well. The Enemy. I'll get this one out in a minute. I can see a Striper CD. This is a new discovery. I think Greg put me onto these, or Scott. Forgive me if I can't remember, but I'm shaking like a leaf. But that's Striper. And I'm a big fan of this band. It's Christian metal. And it was very hard to get hold of in the UK. I just picked up their new one in our record store, which is, you don't see this sort of stuff, but I'm just shocked. Hanson, I'm just having a look at this one. I'm not familiar with this one. It's something to do with hockey, the hockey song. Oh well, I can't wait to hear. I think I know what this is, but I may be wrong. But it's a hockey club, and my guess is it could be the BC Lions, what Greg supports, the Lions, but I think this is hockey music they have in Canada. Unfortunately, Greg, we don't have it in the UK. Our football, you don't get cheerleaders, we don't have that sort of stuff. They basically just come out, play the match, and we have the mascot. When I see your films, all this stuff in Canada, when you see all these like mascots entertaining the crowd, it just does not happen at our football. It's a very sort of fair, but absolutely amazing out of this world. I'll show you the book, and so I can't wait to read that. Absolutely amazing, the Sex Pistols. But they're an amazing band. Another band that came out of London at the time, which I'm a massive fan of, is The Clash. And a friend of mine used to go to Glastonbury a lot, and he actually knew Joe Strummer, who's no longer with us. And they used to share the same tent apparently, because Joe Strummer was one of the nicest blokes you've ever wanted to meet. And he's just a lovely fella. But that's another 70s band I love, because that's when I was about in London in the 80s, and that was sort of my age. But then I was sort of a metalhead, and I was actually thinking about it the other day, was trying to analyse when I got into heavy metal, and that was Paranoid, that was about 78. But I never became a true metalhead to 81, 82. That was Number of the Beast era, when I started buying the LPs, because I couldn't afford to buy them, because that's when I started work in 82. Prior to 82, I was a kid, like, you couldn't afford records. I had a couple what people had bought me, and one of the first ones I had was a Rolling Stones album, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was. I'm 99% sure it was Tattoo You or Beast of Burden. It was probably one or both of them albums. That was the start of my collection. But no, I'm truly well made up, Greg. But I've got something else here. I'm just holding it up. Oh wow. Oh, something with Zulu. Oh wow. It's in a bag. I've got Zulu. And wow. Oh wow. I know what this one is. This is Big Zulu's. Oh, I know what he's done. He's had it printed, or he's printed it himself. He probably prints T-shirts, and I don't know about it. And there's a picture of Finnegan as well. Oh wow. Oh man, I'm so shaking here, Greg. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely out of this world. And there's a picture of Mr. Finnegan there. I absolutely love dogs, but Mr. Finnegan and that. Jack Russell's are my favourite, but I love Shih Tzus as well. Any small dogs. And I'm just blown away, Greg. I'm nearly crying, mate. I'm trying not to cry, in case I get tears in my glasses. And I'm just seriously blown away, Greg. I just don't know what to say. But thanks very much for your generosity, mate. And check out this band called Stampede anyway, in the early 80s version, the new wave British heavy metal. I think you'll like them. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, because I'm nearly in tears. But a big thanks, Greg, and thanks everybody. This is a Zulu going out. Take care, bye.